now he's moved up to the featherweight division, and he's got a real tough test ahead of him with Movsar Ivalev. I just want to get your first thoughts on him, like, you know, just in general. How do you grade his wrestling? Because we all know you for your wrestling and your grappling. Where would you put him? Would you put him mid tier, top tier? How do you see him?
I would say he's top tier. He's solid. He's not doing anything overly crazy. He's just very good with controlling and mat returning. I like to think his last opponent gave him a pretty good run, gave him a good push, and he's not really known for his wrestling. So I think this is a mix for a very interesting fight with my style versus his.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting that you brought up his old opponent. He trains with me,
Yeah.
and he did his training camp with us, and we taught him the Granby in 3 months' time. And I was wondering, one of the questions I had ready for you was, did you look at that fight and think of like, oh, if he can't even hold on a guy who hasn't trained very long, how is he going to hold me down? And do you see a path to his back? Because, you know, that our team at TriStar, we picked you to win in this fight a lot because of your path to the back. Is that something that you have in the back of your head that maybe you can out-grapple him?
I definitely think I can out-grapple him, but part of me really wants to stand up and strike in this one. So it really just depends on what he decides to do. I plan on going right at him in the beginning of the first bell and just kind of seeing what type of fight he wants to have, and we'll kind of just play it out from there. But I think if I get an opportunity to take his back, I definitely will, and really test his ground game from all angles, not just takedowns and defense and standing back up and escaping. But I thought Arnold Allen fought a phenomenal fight. I even mentioned it to him at the PI when I saw him. There's a couple of things that he should have followed up with that I think someone who's had more experience would be able to know.